Do you want to get skinny and live your best life just like this dog? Well, don't wait. Buy our hula hoop now while it's on sale.
Oh my god, I gotta buy it.
Every year, we get spammed with whatever the newest fitness trend is. And this year is no different. It seems like every time I'm on TikTok or Facebook or even just shopping on Amazon, I am bombarded with ads for the smart weighted hula hoop. There's about 40 different varieties, and all of them seem to guarantee that you're gonna lose weight and trim up that midsection. Which, let's face it, that's the dream, right? I mean, I too am rocking the donut pouch and would love to be rid of it. So I'm curious, does it actually work? The brand I ended up getting was Dumoyi, which I am probably butchering, Smart Weighted Fitness Hoop. Here is claim number 1 that has me feeling all kinds of skeptical. If I could use something for 30 minutes and burn 800 calories, y'all, I would have been so dang skinny so long ago, and literally everyone and their mother would have bought these. Like, definitely feeling skeptical, but let's see what's in the box.
What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box?
In the box, we have the weight itself, of course, and then all of the little pieces, which are definitely made of plastic. Supposedly, this part's supposed to be nice and massagey, though I'm a little skeptical on that, but we shall see.
As with all fitness challenges, you need a starting weight.
What I really want to see is just where I am starting off. So I'm going to measure in 3 points my waist. Cleavage out of the way. Okay, so my waist is right at about 37. And then the biggest point, my hips/gut, 48. And the third spot is that I kind of want to measure belly button line just to see if there's a difference. And that is right at 46 inches. So 37, 48, 46. Let's see if it makes a difference. And here is my starting size. I wear roughly an 18 in pants and an XL in shirts, depending on where you buy them. All right, I got it all put together. I used all 24 little doodads because the girl is fluffy. And we've got the weighted ball on the end here. So I did look at a tutorial online, and there was a couple key points that I wanted to note. It said basically don't have it up here on the smallest part of your waist. You actually want it a little more around like the belly button hip area. And depending on how difficult it is for you to move it, you can move it up or down like an inch or so. For the weighted ball itself, when you are starting out, if things are too hard, you want to make it basically as far away from your body as you can to make it easier. And if it's too easy, go the opposite route, make it closer to your body. I even saw a tutorial where they added some string on the end if they were really struggling to make it a lot easier. I actually saw them do this as an exercise on 1,000 Pound Best Friends, and that show so far has me hooked. So I was like, all right, I definitely gotta try this. There's 2 stances you can use. So you can stand with 1 foot in front of the other, or you can just stand side by side and go back and forth. And all you do when you're ready to start is swing it and make sure that no one is close enough to knock them out, because this thing is actually kind of hardy. You also want to make sure that for half the time you exercise, you're going one way, and half the time you exercise, you're going the other way, just so you get an even workout. I'm going to be trying to do this for
1 week.
for about 20 minutes a day, which will be a challenge because my school schedule sucks, but your girl needs a workout. So let's get started. So, initial thoughts. The little massagey ball thingies are a little more stabby than massagey, so that part wasn't great. However, if you are wearing a shirt, you should be okay. If you like to exercise in a sports bra, you might get a little bruised. I did notice when I was going towards the right side when I started that was actually a lot easier than going towards the left. Although it felt more like I was just shifting my weight back and forth rather than like rolling my hips. I think just when I think of an ab workout, I'm thinking of a lot of like belly undulations or something, and that was not it. I didn't break a sweat. I did get the crazy hair, but to be honest, I think I started with that. And I do feel a little pooped, but not a lot. Like, I kind of just feel like I went for a short walk. I did also end up taking out one of the little links and moving it up a bit because I felt like I had it directly on my hip bones and that was kind of painful. So once you move it up, it helps. Right now, I can tell you there is definitely no way in heck that I would have burned 800 calories, given that I felt like I was not putting forth a lot of effort. I did, however, move the weight closer to my body and that made a little bit of a difference. So right now, I'm kind of skeptical. It was sort of fun though. You know, you just throw on a TV show in the background and kind of wiggle around for 20 minutes. And it was definitely noisy, so you had to turn up the volume. But other than that, not bad. I'm just kind of like, meh, we'll see how the next 2 weeks go. For now, I'll reserve judgment.
All right, it is day 2 and I'm filming outside because the weather is crazy. Texas was threatening some tornadoes and we were in the hallway, and for a second there, I actually thought that I would be filming today's challenge in the hallway with all of our sirens going off, but thankfully it passed us and we just got a big old storm. So here goes. Day 2 went a whole lot better than day 1. I kind of found my groove, and I think the problem was that I was not moving my hips fast enough, or rather moving back and forth fast enough, because I think what I initially pictured for this was kind of like shaking your hips like a belly dancer and that would keep it moving around. But if you do that, it actually messes it up. It's more of like shifting your weight back and forth. Today I also actually felt it in my abs and it felt like they got a workout. So I was like, okay, cool, I did something. It was a lot more fun today. I still can't figure out what to do with my arms though. Sometimes I'm just kind of holding them like cadaver style. Sometimes they're like up in the air and I'm just like, wave them like you just don't care. I don't know what to do with these. But I'll figure that out eventually. At the very least, I'm very happy that I finally actually felt something in my abs because I was beginning to wonder if it was just like a waste of 30 bucks or whatever it was I spent on it. So, progress. Your girl is a genius. I straight up forgot that I was in the middle of doing a freaking challenge video yesterday and just like forgot that little hula hoop existed and didn't do it. Go! So that is why there is no day 4. It is day 5 now. And I decided to do 20 minutes on each side instead of 10 minutes on each side. So I doubled my time and made up for yesterday. Okay, I think like 5 minutes left. Y'all, my legs are so freaking tired right now. I've been struggling to keep this thing going. Like, I've been like almost whiplashing myself just to keep it moving. The struggle is real. Like, it ain't gonna be fast. My workout is done. I'm just gonna kind of lay here and die a little bit because my thighs, it's not like they're burning like I did some powerlifting. It's like they did not have the endurance to get through all of that, but I still did. So my like twitchy thighs, they're not really twitching, I'm exaggerating, but my tired thighs are gonna lounge here on this couch. Yes, yes they are. It is day 6 and the only thing that I feel like doing is laying on the couch, watching Love It or List It, and eating my body weight in pie. So while my diet is not going so well, I'm definitely going to continue on with the exercise since I got to show you guys how well this thing works. So let's get started. And I'll just not think about how many calories were in that pie piece. All right, same tightness as before. Haven't lost any links, probably because I've been busy eating, you know, sausage links. And so begins another daily struggle of what the heck do I do with my arms?
It has been an entire week. And by that I mean a month later because it took me forever to film this conclusion.
after that week, I'm sure you guys have just a few questions like, does it work? Should I buy it? What's the point? And my answer for you is yes, to the first one. It does work. I did manage to get a workout at least a few times over the course of the week. It only kind of varied as to whether I was getting a workout with my abs or my thighs. And for the most part, it was my thighs, not my abs. I don't think, however, it lived up to the claim of burning 800 calories in 30 minutes. There's no way. It did not challenge me anywhere near enough to do that. I also had some problems with the way it would sit on my hips. I think I have an hourglass figure, and because of that, it wasn't really designed for me because it was either too tight or it would try to scoot up on my hips, and because it wasn't sitting in a stable spot, it made it a lot harder to get a good workout and actually keep it moving. Y'all might have noticed in the last day, hi dear. Y'all might have noticed in the last day of filming, I started putting my hands right on top of the hoop to hold it down. And while that was annoying to have to do, it kept it to where I could actually keep it moving and get a much better workout. So I would say if you're an hourglass figure, might make it a little bit harder, but definitely still possible to get a good workout. I honestly wish I figured this out at the beginning of the week because I think it would have made a huge difference in how much of a workout I got. One of the things I did love about the Smart Hoop is that it gave you the option to utilize progressive overload. What progressive overload is, for those of you wondering, is basically just your body's eventually going to get used to you doing a workout. So you have to keep making it harder as you go. If you just do the same workout over and over again, eventually your results are just going to plateau. And with this particular workout, you had the option to shorten the strength, which meant that you had to move your hips a lot more. And I really liked that, and I think that's something that comes in very handy for someone who's kind of new to working out, but eventually wants to get more regular with it and get better. What I didn't like about the Smart Hoop is that honestly, for the amount of time it took, I didn't feel like I burned a ton of calories. Although, like I said, if I was able to keep my hands on my hips the entire time, that did make a difference. I didn't really get the kind of workout I wanted in the time frame I wanted. I never really felt like, oh yeah, I worked my abs. Instead, it was like, okay, I, kind of did some stuff. And my thighs actually got most of the work because you don't really wiggle your hips around. You're more of shifting side to side, or at least that's how I got it moving. I might have been doing it wrong. I don't know. For me, I enjoyed the thigh workout, but I can also get a much faster workout on the leg press. And if I want to do abs, I can do it in 10 minutes or less with numerous other workouts. So for me, personally, it's not something that I would necessarily incorporate into my forever routine kind of thing, but I don't hate it. Now, I am not the same as all of you guys. We all have different, strengths, goals, abilities. For those of you wondering if you should get this or not, I would say, personally at least, if you are semi-new to working out and you just want something that's kind of light and fun and gets you to be a little more active, I actually think this is a great way to go. For me, if I want to get an ab workout in, I'm pretty much like, okay, I'm in, I'm out, I'm good to go. But if you're someone who really enjoys just kind of relaxing and watching a lot of TV throughout the day, it could actually be a perfect workout because it gives you something to do while you're doing it that isn't necessarily insanely strenuous, but is still fun and makes you feel like you accomplished something. So if that's you, I would say actually go for it. It's not a bad idea. It's totally up to you though. You got to find what works for you and what doesn't. I just had fun figuring out what works for me. If you guys enjoyed this video and would actually like to see a series about me reviewing different workout products and if they're worth it or not, please let me know in the comment section down below. And in the meantime, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you lovely humans hopefully next Friday, otherwise some Friday in the near future. Bye bye.